Welcome back. In this second part of my session, I like to highlight in front of you few sample questions of different companies and their solving techniques. Also, I like to focus on what exactly mistakes students do in aptitude test and how it can be avoided. Starting with the first question, I am taking from TCS NQT 2019 exam. If the question is like this, in how many ways can we give change of 100 using 1 rupee and 2 rupee coins? For example, for 5 rupee coins, it can be given in 3 ways. All 5 coins of 1 rupee, or 3 coins of 1 rupee and 1 coin of 2 rupee, or 1 coin of 1 rupee and 2 coins of 2 rupees each. So, if 5 rupees can be paid in these 3 ways, in how many ways 100 rupees can be paid if we are having only 1 rupee and 2 rupee coins? And the 4 options are like this. Now, some students think that this is a question of permutation combination, and some students think it is a question of simple equations, start building equations. But how it can be solved? Just a simple common sense we need to use here. As I will show you the solution, the very first way is using all 100 coins of 1 rupee. Second way will be what? Using 98 coins of 1 rupee and adding 1 2 rupee coin to it. Third way can be what? Instead of 1 2 rupee coin, make 2 2 rupees coins. And then the number of 1 rupee coin will be obviously 96. And this process will continue. Means what we are doing, we are adding 2 rupee coins each time, incrementing the 2 rupee coins and accordingly reducing the 1 rupee coin. So the last way will be like this, that is using 50 2 rupees coins and no 1 rupee coins. Okay. So how many ways can be there? If you count this 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 50, these are the 50 ways. In every time we are incrementing 1 2 rupee coin and accordingly reducing 1 rupee coin. So these 50 ways are there, plus one way where there is no 2 rupee coin used. So total number of ways in which 100 rupees can be paid using 1 and 2 rupee coin are 51 ways. So simple. The second question I am taking from Tech Mahindra test paper. This is a question of profit and loss. If Ajay purchased 9 pens for rupees 10 and sells them at the rate of 6 pens for rupees 7, how much percentage profit or loss he actually makes? Now what student do? Student first want to find out the cost price and selling price of 1 pen. That 9 pens, a set of 9 pens are purchased for 10 rupee and set of 6 pens are sold for 7 rupee. Then what is the cost price of 1 pen and what is the selling price of 1 pen? Obviously they will do like this. Cost price of 1 pen is 10 by 9 and selling price of 1 pen is 7 by 6. Now they start deciding or working on whether 10 by 9 is greater or 7 by 6 is greater, because they want to finally decide whether there is a profit or whether there is a loss. Don't work on fractions. This is my first advice to you. Avoid this method. Now what is the difficulty with this question? The exact difficulty is that buying quantity and selling quantity is not equal. Can we make it equal? He buy 9 pens for rupees 10 and he sells 6 pens for rupees 7. The buying and selling quantity being not equal, it's difficult to find out whether it is profit or loss and percentage profit and percentage loss. But can we make the buying and selling quantity equal? Yes, it can be made equal. Multiply the first buy quantity with 2 and the second, that is sell quantity, with 3. So 18 pens can be purchased for rupees 20 and 18 pens can be sold for rupees 21. Now see, buying and selling quantity is equal. 18 pens are purchased for 20, same 18 quantity sold for 21. So there is a profit of 1 rupee over a cost price or investment of 20 rupee. And the percentage profit is 21 minus 20 divided by 20 into 100, that is 5% profit. Okay, see how simply this can be solved by just making buying and selling quantity equal. So these techniques are there, and these techniques can be learned very well once you do the foundation course on aptitude, whichever principal study is taking. Now this is the question of non-verbal reasoning I am taking from Staff Selection Commission graduate common graduate level exam. A cube is shown to you in three views. It is same cube but shown in three views, and the question is which of the following statement is true. You will only observe these three cubes unless and until you further don't know or you are not aware about the procedure or trick to solve this. I will tell you that. Look at the first figure and look at the second figure. Do you observe any common face? Yes, one is the common face. So if one is the common face, what can't be to the opposite of 1? 2 cannot be opposite of 1 because it is adjacent as per figure 1. 3 cannot be opposite. Even 4 and 5 cannot be opposite. So by looking at figure 1 and 2, what will come in opposite of 1 is 6. Looking at the second and third figure, which is the common face, 4 is the common face. So what cannot be in the opposite side of 4? 1, 5, 2 and 6. So 4 is opposite to 3. It's obvious that the leftover two faces, that is 2 and 5, are opposite to each other. Now let us mark the correct option. Statement A is saying that 1 and 6 are adjacent faces, but just now we have discovered that 1 and 6 are opposite faces. So statement A is wrong. Statement B, 2 and 5 are the opposite faces. Yes, statement B is correct, and this is the correct answer. Statement C as well as D both are wrong. So this is how the questions can be solved. Only the thing is that you should be aware about the types of question. For that, practice is very much required to solve every topic questions. The 32 topics what I listed in my previous part, that you should study thoroughly. Now talking about my experience in the campus of 2019 placement of my college, St. Vincent Pallotti College of Engineering, Nagpur. Only 3 companies I will here highlight and share my experience. There is lot many companies and I can share you the statistics, but due to time constraint I am just listing 3 companies. Capgemini, number of students appeared for aptitude test at 207. Total number of students cleared aptitude are 54 only out of 207. See here. But out of 54, selection is almost 50%. Cognizant, 192 students appeared for aptitude test, only 21 cleared the aptitude test, and out of 21, 14 got selected. See, once you clear the aptitude test, getting finally selected is not so difficult. Infosys, 153 appeared for that Infosys test, and from out of that 153, 17 got selected in the aptitude test, and out of that 17, 14 are finally selected through interview. Means see the ratio of success in aptitude test and ratio of success when aptitude test is cleared. Okay. Avoid these common aptitude test mistakes. What the student do? Number 1, assuming you don't need a practice. This is a very wrong assumption. Without practice, nothing is possible. Number 2, not properly preparing for the test. What is required for that particular company? Only prepare that. Something else is required and you prepare something else. That is very wrong. Spending too much time in difficult problems. So, last May, you will feel that time is very less. So, please avoid this mistake also. Reading questions too fast and lack of adequate sleep. Please avoid these mistakes. What study material to refer for all sections I will highlight here. For quantitative ability, what to refer. For reasoning ability, what to refer. For verbal ability, what to refer. Everything I will list here. For quantitative ability, the most commonly used book from so many 2 decades at least I know, that is by S. Chand publisher, and the author is Dr. R.S. Agrawal. A very good book, largest selling book, and it is for so many exams starting from bank PO, SBI exams, MBA entrance exams, hotel management exams, staff selection commission, insurance exams, railway exams, and campus recruitment exams also. So it's a very good book. Second is the book by Allied Publishers. I am the author of the same book. Even the questions that I am covering here are very good quality questions, and the methods are extremely different than R.S. Agrawal. The book is very well available on Flipkart. Coming to the reasoning ability part. In reasoning ability, according to me, Verbal and Non-Verbal Reasoning by R.S. Agrawal is a very good book. You can refer it. The second book is by Arihant Publishers. This is also a good book. You can buy any book as per your choice. Coming to verbal ability, that is English. Verbal Ability and Reading Comprehension by Arun Sharma and Meenakshi Upadhyay by Tata McGraw-Hill Publishers is one of the best book according to me. Also, if you want, you can go through this book also, Verbal Ability Reading Comprehension for CAT by Sinha, and it is by Pearson Publishers. So it's up to you which book you go for. According to me, practicing puzzles is equally important. It will sharpen your mind. There are many books written by Shakuntala Devi. This is one book of puzzles which I feel is very good. That is Puzzles to Puzzle You. Also, additional puzzles you can try from the book of George Summers. Now, most of the companies test pattern and important questions are available on these sites. Whenever you have free time and whenever a company is coming to your campus, you should go through this site and just explore what the company asks in interview, what the company asks in GD, what kind of topics they give for GD, and what type of questions they ask in aptitude, what is the difficulty level. Everything you will get through these sites. Okay. Now, if you want that you should, apart from practicing from book, you should also want some additional questions. So they are very well available on these sites, as well as right now you can download from Android Play Store or Apple Store the apps on aptitude. Lot many aptitude question apps and reasoning questions apps are available on these apps. The questions can be solved from these apps also. They are very good quality questions. Company specific questions are also mentioned, and hundreds of apps you will find in the Play Store. Okay, so I request you to download these apps. It will definitely going to benefit you. Let us summarize what we have seen in the second part of this session. We have seen sample questions from TCS, Tech Mahindra and Staff Selection Commission, and in this sample questions, solving technique as well as awareness is very much important about what type of questions are asked and how to deal with it. Comparison of success rate in aptitude and in GDPI. That is what I like to highlight here. Once the aptitude test is clear, the probability of getting selected is very high. So aptitude is the only bottleneck, and throughout my session I am going to highlight only about what aptitude test is all about and what is the preparation needed for it. Common mistakes to avoid in aptitude test I highlighted. Course material and e-resources to refer for the preparation. So thank you for the second part. In the third part, I am going to talk about the competitive exams. In that, I will highlight about how aptitude plays a very important role in competitive exams for service or job, and how aptitude plays an important role in competitive exams for higher studies as well. Okay, so let's meet in the third part again.